Alright guys, I've been home for a couple of days, and as you remember, the basement looked kind of nasty like this. But I've been busy for 3 days. I went and, like I said, the walls look like that, and I scraped down the walls. One wall I really had some problems with, and I was getting tired when I got to the point of scraping it, which is this one here with the plug-in up here on the wall. As you can see, nothing's perfect, but since when is the sky perfect? So I've got all my blue done. Hopefully my camera stays focused. I'm not using the tripod today, so if it's a little shaky, I apologize. Hopefully YouTube's shaky and this thing will take it out. But yeah, the paint's still wet, so it's got kind of a glare to it. It is a flat, so hopefully it'll turn out a little better. There are some really bad spots, mainly down like along the water meter, along the floor where there's quite a mess from scraping the walls. Anything that looks really bad, like right now that's kind of wet and half dry, so it kind of looks a little funky. And my lighting, of course, ain't perfect until I get the layout figured out exactly how we're going to do things and stuff like that. But as you can see, this blue works out pretty good for a sky blue. And we don't even care about how bad that looks over there, because there isn't going to be any thing over there at all, just the door. But yeah, I think hopefully I don't get too busy here doing this, but I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, for me being not much of a painter without an airbrush, I wanted to do this with my big airbrush, but the paint I bought just wouldn't go through the airbrush, and my little air compressor just doesn't seem to want to push it. But this will probably be the last of it this week. I might try and get a few tables down here and start fitting them. You see the boards there by the air compressor. Those are two of the sides for my Helix, which is going to be right here where the floor is a little wet. I gotta figure out why it's wet. I don't want the trains running under it until I know what's going on, but there's no pipes up there, so I don't know why it would have a wet spot up there. But anyway, everything's looking good. Like I said, this wall looks a little shitty, but where it's at really doesn't matter, because pretty much right where you see the line of holes and stuff there that aren't painted in real well is right where the bench work's going to come up to. And anything up there, like those holes along the plug-ins, the holes over there, I'll take the airbrush after them and just do a really good job at doing it. I might have to change the color a little bit, but other than that, I think it really turned out well. Hopefully next week I can play with the stencils with the clouds and see how they work. I've just got the standard Wathers kit that for that, so I should be home again in 2 weeks, so I'll watch for a new video up in 2 weeks. Until then, I'm just going to leave you with this, and we will be back, and hopefully we'll start getting the clouds up and maybe get some of the layout up, and then start figuring out how we're going to hang the second level.